tune, fall in. Joe and Jarhead is here.
Word.
It is time. It's going to be epic. So I am the Jarhead. Fartlicker here is representing the Army. So bear with us.
You know what? I'm going to let that slide just because I am so proud that you didn't scream into the microphone.
Really? I think you're just getting used to it. I think my awesomeness is rubbing off. Finally, you are learning to man up.
Oh
Maybe
my
throughout
gosh.
this episode
there
we'll
are
see more.
so many rubbing off jokes I could make right now. I'm not going to do it.
Yes.
Because we're trying to keep this PG.
Look at him withhold. Oh, I'm so proud right now.
See?
All right, a lot of good stuff coming to the show. Europe's trying to sue a lot of people. There's guns getting printed now.
Nice.
What else?
I
are
want
we
to print
talking about?
guns.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Um,
There's superheroes are going crazy.
yes. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes. And believe it or not, we're reporting the obvious tonight. Marines like to drink. Who knew?
Some things we do a little bit too good. We'll get to that.
I'm just saying. The Army is phenomenal at drinking. Like, the infantry in particular is phenomenal at drinking. I'm almost willing to concede that Marines do that better. Y'all loves yourself some booze.
Yeah, a little bit too good. We'll
right.
get to that. First, we're going to get inspired with a little inspirational thought.
Inspire us.
Today, we're going to talk about having a good day. Every day might not be a good day, but there is good in every day. Today was a struggle for me and Joe.
That was...
Was needed today.
I'm not going to lie. That hit me in the feels just now.
Me and Joe tend to work together. We have to work together outside of here. He kind of follows me everywhere I go. He's like a little lapdog like that. It's okay. You get used to it.
Except for exactly the opposite. That's 100% correct.
Yeah. I was here first in this town. I was at the job first
Yep.
in this town.
Yep.
Follower here, like the Army's always doing, following the Marines around. What's the Marines doing? I want to be like them. Come on, doggy. Follow me. I show you. I show you how to be awesome. It's taken a long time. We've been together for over a year, and he's just now picking up on it.
No, I'm really... Dude, I am just amazed at your ability to just invent this thing in your mind.
Yeah?
Like, I didn't think you were that creative.
You still don't get it.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that does. You are just like straight like Disney princess in your brain, aren't you? Like, wow.
I don't know what that means.
Go ahead.
So every day is not a good day, but you can find good in every day, right?
Correct.
So today was an especially hard day for me and Joe out at work. We still work for the government. It was a struggle for us today. It didn't have to be a good day, but man, we found good in the day. And we're going to
Correct.
make it awesome right now
We are.
with This Week in History.
This week in history.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone, is that what we're talking about?
No, but good on you for the reference. Here in the Joe and Jarhead, we like to try to at least bring people together, right? Bring, different civilizations together, like the Army and
Hoorah!
der Teufelhunden over there. Look that up.
Devil Dog, German.
Yes.
Simplify. I'm sorry.
Squirrel. So this week in 1799, the army of Napoleon found the Rosetta Stone. And if you have heard of the Learn a Language software by that name, that's exactly what the actual Rosetta Stone did. It allowed people to learn a language.
So was Harry Potter at least there?
It's going to be a long show, folks.
It would have been
and I
better.
apologize.
You can't deny it would have been better. Harry arriving in on his little broom. Woo, saving the day.
Getting shot at by Napoleon. That would have been awesome.
That would have been cool.
That would have been awesome.
Film number 8.
Right?
Rosetta
Anyway,
Stone.
Rosetta Stone. So the Rosetta Stone was found by just an ordinary French soldier. Napoleon had issued an order saying that any cultural artifacts of Egypt that were found were to be looted and taken back to France to make France better.
Of course.
And, of course, like you do.
Uh-huh.
And this soldier just found this stone. It's about 4 foot tall, about 2 foot wide, and it's got the same inscription written on it in 3 different languages. It has hieroglyphics, which nobody knew how to speak. It has Demotic Egyptian, which was like the business version of hieroglyphics. So hieroglyphics was formal, like religious and ruler, leader writing.
Okay.
And then Demotic was like your average, everyday, like Jarhead speak Egyptian. And then
Hoorah!
And then it also had
Is that what
Greek.
it said? Hoorah!
And then it also had Greek because it was written in the time of the Ptolemies when Egypt was a Greek colony. after Alexander the Great. And people could still, there were still books written in ancient Greek, but
Yeah.
nobody knew how to speak Demotic. Nobody knew what the heck the pictures meant in hieroglyphics. That had all been forgotten. When they found this stone, that gave them a primer to be able to learn what these pictures meant.
Well, that's cool.
So it allowed people to start speaking languages that had been forgotten.
I did not know you knew cool things, Joe.
I know a lot of cool things.
That's awesome. Good job, Harry Potter. Thanks for finding that stone, buddy. Thanks for sharing with us, Joe. Can we move on? Current events?
I really hope we can.
Current events!
Oh, current events. What events are going on currently?
So there is an event going on over in Europe, the European Commission. They have a title there, a lady, Margaret
Yes.
Ventager. Margaret?
No, I refuse.
Okay.
No. I mean, go back and pronounce her name worse. Find it in yourself. Make this happen.
So, get this. Her title is the Competition Commissioner.
Yes! Commissioner of Fairness.
So she has now opened up her third suit against Google. Why? Because Google has dared...
The Google?
The Google.
The Google has the dumb. No.
No.
The European Union has the dumb
Yeah.
about the Google.
Right? So it's her third case, and she hasn't won any of these cases, but she's suing them for $5 billion, which is nothing to Google. I mean, they have $100 billion in the bank account.
Okay,
So they could
what I need you to do next time is paint a scar on your face and finish picking your head so you can do something like $5 billion.
Yes.
That would look so good.
So,
Yes! Do it. You have
$5
to.
billion. And she's suing them because Google had the audacity to pay people to put their Play Store, the Google Play Store, on their phones. And she said, hey, no, that's not being fair. Other people should be allowed to put their stores on there. I think Google should be able to pay and do whatever they want.
Hang on. So these are Google phones.
Well, they're Android phones.
Oh, Android phones, right, which
Yeah.
is, pretty googly. And
I like the word.
she's upset that only the Google Play Store is on this.
Look at you catching on, Joe.
Well, has she not heard of the iPhone? I can't get Google stuff on an iPhone.
You could put Chrome on an iPhone if you want to, and that's what she's getting mad at, because some of Google's actually paying the makers of the phones to put the Chrome, so their internet version of Google, on their phones, and she's saying, wait, you can't do that. You can, like Joe just said, he's getting smart every once in a while. Well done.
It's pretty much a
You
solid state for me. You should try it.
You could put other versions of the internet on your phone. What? But what? $5 billion? No. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a lot of money.
That's what happens when you're
more
in
than
a
I'm making a
job
year.
that's just made up.
Right.
Competition Commission.
Competition Commissioner.
Oh, that's my article. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I could talk about $5 billion. I
That's right.
can do that all day.
You know what else you can do all day?
What?
As a Marine, evidently? Drink.
Nah, I quit that. I did quit
Yes.
that. I
Yes.
used to do that like a Marine.
Oh, yeah. So, according to a Defense Department survey, the Marines drink a lot more than the other branches. So, according to a self-reported study, so this is only the people that were willing to report. Among the service branches, about 1 in 3 service members binge drinks, which is defined as 5 or more drinks in a single sitting. Roughly a third of the military binge drinks, unless you're a Marine. And then it's 42.6%.
I gotta say, it's
12,
alarming.
13% more than the rest of the service.
Yeah, I get it. It's alarming, but I get it. Marines work hard and they play extra hard.
They do.
A little bit too
And
hard.
honestly, if you serve someplace like, 29 Palms, there's really nothing else to do out there.
29 stumps we call
29
it.
stumps. I've been out there many times. That joint sucks.
Yeah. It's a fitting name for it because you will find exactly 29 trees in about 100 square mile radius of desert. Worst place you could do
Right.
to go training.
Right? It's awful. I'm gonna take this back to being a symptom of a larger problem. So, service-wide, if 1 in 3 service members is essentially a functioning alcoholic, people drink to cope with stress. The military is a stressful job.
Yeah.
It is a crazy stressful job, especially if you're a combat arms job, if you're infantry, armor, artillery. Well, infantry or artillery, tankers are soft no matter what.
Nah. We still love you, tankers.
I tolerate you.
Yeah.
I tolerate you. But it's a stressful job. And the problem I'm seeing, and I saw this, I only got out last year. What I've been seeing for a couple of years now, every time we get new recruits in at the end of the summer, kids graduate high school, go through basic, go to the service, we get a new bumper crop of kids every summer. They have never been stressed in their lives before they get to the military. They have never had to do anything difficult before they get to their first unit or before they get to basic training.
Helicopter parents, I'm helping those kids.
This is what I'm saying. If you just life is stressful enough these days. Life is way stressful for a kid.
Especially the teenagers.
There are hard decisions that a kid has to make before, or should have to make before they join the military, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying make your kids' lives more stressful. I'm just saying don't swoop in and save them.
Right.
Let them figure this stuff out on their own. When they sign their name on that line and, potentially go off to war, that should not be the first time that they have to figure out how to cope with making a hard decision.
I love this, and I love where you're going with this, Joe, because it makes sense, right? Because you can't send your kids off to the military and they get a drinking problem, and you start pointing fingers at the Army or the Marines, right?
Right. Why are you making my son drink?
Right. We have programs to get ahead of that and to help that kind of stuff, but it's got to start before that, right?
Right.
They've got to learn how to do that, like Joe was trying to say. Yes, let your kids work through their own problems. When it's time for a parent to get involved, by all means get involved. We're not saying back off and don't be a parent.
No, don't just drop them.
Yeah.
But it's your job as a parent to teach them healthy coping skills before they need them.
Yeah.
Instead of swooping in and saving them, let them figure it out on their own. They're going to make mistakes. That's the point. That's what teaches them how to cope with stress.
Yeah. Marines are really good at handling stress, like we're really good at drinking.
You know what? I'll give you that.
Yeah.
When you have crappy training, outdated weapons, and absolutely no training budget, it's stressful.
Right.
Marines have been doing so much with so little for so long that they can now pretty much do anything with absolutely nothing.
Hoorah! Look at that. He gets it.
I do.
One thing the Marines have never done, though, is fire a gun made out of plastic printed from one of those 3D printing machines.
Flag on the play, bull crap. There's got to be a Marine out there that's done that.
I'm sure.
He bought a $60, 3D printer off eBay and printed, a gun out of
plastic
tubes.
Ziploc plastic.
Yeah, Ziploc.
Whoever that Marine is, he ain't got all his fingers right now. So
Stumpy.
this is my next current event because it's in the news again. Because if you didn't hear, back in 2013 when we actually printed the first weapon from a 3D printing machine, it was from a Defense Distributed company down in Texas. Of course, it would be Texas.
Yeah.
Go Lone Star State.
Absolutely, home of freedom.
So they fired the first weapon, made out of plastic. It was mostly all plastic. The only thing that wasn't plastic was the firing pin. Had to be metal, right? And then the Justice Department steps in and I says, "Whoa, you cannot do that. You're making guns with a plastic printing machine?
How dare you do something dangerous without the approval of the government?"
Exactly. So they stepped in. They said, "Oh, you're dealing in arms. You're trafficking in arms, dealing, all that kind of stuff." So it's been going on for 4 years. Today, it is over. Defense Distributed won. Of course they did. This is more of a First Amendment than a Second Amendment.
Well played, gentlemen.
We can do what we want with our 3D printing machines. So the Justice Department actually had to pay all their fees. Their lawyer fees for the past 4 years.
Waka waka waka.
How about that? So yeah, you can actually, it's online now. It's actually been downloaded over 100,000 times. Had the make and the model of that little gun, which is fantastically ugly.
That is a hideous gun.
It really is.
That is a hideous gun.
Yeah, but you can do it, and I get that you want to be worried about this because now you can actually go buy a 3D printing machine and start making your own guns.
Yep.
But I don't see our sophisticated criminals being that sophisticated, right? So.
Yeah.
Even Joe's not that sophisticated.
Alrighty.
Ready to go.
I like it. So there is.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
A toast to the CW network.
Superman's better, by the way. You cannot top the man from Krypton.
Yeah, you can.
No. Listen to your production assistant.
I know you do.
Woo!
I know
Superman,
you do.
baby. Marines win again.
All that means is that my lovely production assistant is not 100% infallible.
You're taking away from her awesomeness. How dare you?
I'm taking nothing away from her awesomeness. I'm just saying I disagree
sleep
on this.
in the bunker house tonight, dude, for that. That's what
you're
gonna get.
He stands for truth, justice, and the American way.
No anymore, he doesn't. Now he stands for truth and justice. DC edited that out.
Whatever, they're crap. Original Superman's awesome.
I love you, baby. If you haven't heard yet, Batwoman is making a return on the CW network. She's a spin-off of the Arrow series.
So she's not true Batwoman because there's been some changes.
Yes, there has. This Batwoman is a Jewish lesbian, played by an out lesbian actress. Okay.
Yep.
I find that ironic since the character of Batwoman was originally introduced in the 1950s as a love interest for Batman because people were concerned that Batman might be gay because he never had a woman in his life.
Well, compared to Superman, he pretty much is, so.
You know what? That's
Truth.
okay.
Yes, it is okay.
And she got axed in the 1960s. DC did some adjustments at corporate, and she and a lot of other fluff characters got done away with. She came back in 2006 as a Jewish lesbian. Okay, fine. But they're really promoting this hard on the CW network.
Yeah. And this isn't anything to do with religion or your lifestyle. That's not what we're coming down against. What we're coming down against is what the CW is trying to do to the TV now. They're trying to sell sex is what they're trying to do.
Right.
And I can tell you right now, my kids aren't going to be watching that crap.
Right, exactly.
My kids love Batman. I haven't got them all trained right. But I'll fix that. But they ain't watching this show, I can tell you that.
Right. My kids can't either.
Nope.
Does being gay make Batwoman a better crime fighter? No. Does it make her a more compelling character? Maybe so. They can do whatever they want. They're a private company. They can portray their characters however they want. I'm not going to say anything about that. But you're not doing it to make her a more compelling character.
Nope. You're trying to sell sex.
They're trying to market to teens who want to see two chicks make out.
And that is it right there. They're trying to market teens. They ain't trying to market old people who appreciated the real Batwoman and the real Batman.
Right.
They are marketing our teens with sex.
She was, and I'm sure still is, just a female Batman character. She was a dedicated crime fighter who was good at what she does.
Yep.
That's the problem I have with the CW. That's the problem I have with Netflix. Since Netflix has the rights to Marvel. That's your Iron Fist. That's Luke Cage. That's Daredevil. That's
All of
the
them.
Punisher. Which don't get me started on that.
TVMA.
Right?
Why did you do that to my superheroes? Why?
They were heroes for a reason. They were an icon that kids could look up to.
Now my kids can't even watch it.
My kids can't even watch the show anymore.
Thanks for ruining that.
I don't know. I got a problem with that. I got a big problem with that.
But what we don't have a problem with is heroes. We got a lot of heroes.
Correct.
Folks. And today, we've got a big hero. We got a hero that is very personal today, actually. This hero, he's a hero of mine, hero of Jarhead, a hero of a Marine. He was actually in the Army.
Yep.
United States Army for 28 years, this guy.
28 years, 7 deployments. Still managed to raise awesome kids. His wife is amazing. His name is Tony Feast. He actually retired a few years back as a major. He started as a private, like I did. He made it up to E7. He was a platoon sergeant, and then he crossed over and he went to OCS, became an officer, and he was hands down the best company commander I've ever seen. Not just that I've ever worked for. I worked for him. I was a platoon leader under him. He was the best company commander I've ever seen. The way he treated his soldiers, the way he believed in them, he let us make mistakes. He let me make mistakes as a platoon leader, and he underwrote those mistakes. Like when higher command came down on him for things that I did wrong, he backed me up. He believed in me, he believed in my platoon. And yesterday morning, he died in a car crash.
We love you, Tony.
Love you.
Sad way to go. You survived 28 years in the Army. Sad way to go, but you will not be forgotten. You are a hero. You are. We will keep you alive in our memories.
Absolutely.
We love you, sir.
Rendezvous on the high ground, sir.
Hoorah.
Ready and able, regulars by God. That's the motto of 122 Infantry.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh, I'll talk about that later.
Laters, but not today.
Not
Show's
today.
over for today.
Absolutely.
Hey, did you guys see the Army and the Marines play nice today?
We kind of did. We kind of did.
We
You're
did.
still ugly, though.
You don't mean that.
I kind of do.
You love me.
I tolerate you.
You came here just for me.
I came here for her.
All right. Next formation is Tuesday. Join the platoon, folks. We need your help.
Absolutely.
Veterans, we're poor. We're not very good at this, so join the platoon, help us out. Comment. What do we need to do
Yes.
to grow this
What do you
platoon?
like about this? What do you dislike about this?
Yep.
Leave us a comment and help us get the show better.
Yeah.
We want to improve. That's what we do.
You can go on social media. On Instagram right now, you'll see bits and pieces of us trying to build our bunker here. We're not very good at that either.
He's not very good at that. I'm actually pretty awesome.
Keep-
Okay,
keep
when
telling
I
yourself
bring in
that.
professional help, I'm pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I can't claim that at all.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Platoon dismissed.
Hoorah. Even Joe's not that sophisticated. So, moving on.
Are we?
We'll pause right here.
We having a visitor.
We can pause.
Hey, we're having a visitor. Hi, visitor. Yeah, don't edit this out.
No, we're not gonna.
Hey, girl. I got news. Yes, I do. Come here. Come here, girl. Hi. Whoever let you out is in so much trouble. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Good girl. Excuse me while our production assistant.
Take care of our problem.
I thought
This-
I heard her coming.
This is why you join the platoon.
Absolutely. For moments like this.
Yeah. And if you can't tell, I'm gonna help you out. We'll span around. You
Yes.
can stay around Joe.
Yes.
You see that set? Oh my goodness.
It's
That's all
awesome.
we're gonna get. Now I'm gonna have to wait for our
And
production.
you know, and before this past weekend, we didn't even have this. We're awesome. Well, a little slower, dude. You're gonna make the audience motion sick. There's a reason we don't let you behind the camera.
Stop yourself right now.
I would, but I'm having too much fun.
So it is straight military style because this is how the Army and the Marines really do.
Absolutely.
This is a true bunker.
If this was Air Force, well, A, it would have been built by a contractor.
Yeah, and it being a penthouse.
It would. It'd
4
have like
stories up.
a full wet bar in here and showers and cable.
And I have my own makeup artist.
You would. That it would not help you.
Join the platoon.
Join the platoon.
We need
Subscribe
help.
to the channel. Like us on Facebook. Twitter, Instagram. We're everywhere.
We're there.
We're there.
Army and the Marine veterans are not gonna be able to do this by themselves. I promise you. that.
Especially Marine veterans. They aren't going to be able to figure out how.
All right.
Is our mascot inside? Good.
Okay. Boy, it's gonna be a lot of editing for me.
Oh yeah.
Where we at?
We're on 3D guns, dude.
Oh, we're done with 3D.
Are we done with 3D guns?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So that's my turn?
Yep.